There are two ways that we could factor this polynomial. One way is to do factoring by grouping. For this, we'll need to rewrite our equation and rewrite our b term as two terms that are being added together. Their sum will have to equal 6x. They have to be equivalent expressions. So we'd have x squared minus 6x plus 9 is equivalent to x squared minus 3x minus 3x. If we were to add these together, then we would have our original function. So they're equivalent. And now we can group them into two binomials and factor out their greatest common factor. In our first term, the greatest common factor is x. So we're going to factor out an x, and we're left with x minus 3. Then, in our second term, the greatest common factor is negative 3. So we're going to factor out negative 3, and we're left with x, be careful here, minus 3. If we divide a positive 9 by a negative 3, that sign is going to change and give us a negative 3. Now, we have our two outside terms can be combined together to form the first half of our binomial, and these two terms perfectly match, so they form our second binomial. Since these binomials are exactly the same, we can rewrite this to say x to the negative 3, or excuse me, x minus 3 to the second power, right? If 2 times 2 is equal to 2 squared, then x to the negative 3 times x to the negative 3 is x to the negative 3 squared. Thus, making answer choice B our correct answer. At that point, you could mark B and move on with the rest of the test, but for the sake of the video, I'll also show you how to factor it in a different way. The other way we could have factored this polynomial is by finding two factors that could multiply together to give us our C value of 9 and add together to give us our B value of negative 6. So let's list factors of 9 and see which ones could add together to give us 6. We would have 1 and 9, and we would have 3 and 3. 1 plus or minus 9 does not equal 6, so it can't be this one. But 3 plus 3 would equal 6. Or in this case, it would be negative 3, and negative 3 would give us negative 6. So we could write two binomials that say x minus negative 3 and x minus negative 3. Again, just like in the first strategy, you could combine these two, simplify them to say x minus 3 squared, also making answer choice B your correct answer.